Hi, welcome to your December group reading. Thank you again for being a subscriber to my newsletter. I do this every month where I pick some cards, do a full spread reading with all of you in my heart. Now, there might be some specific things that come through that might be just for you. And the way you know is just listen with your heart. And I think your inner guidance system will tell you what you need to hear. Before I start, I wanted to let you know about a few things I'm offering in 2016. I'm going to be doing a class based off The Artist Way. It's a book by Julia Cameron. I'm changing it up a bit. I've been teaching it for many years, and now it's kind of become my own thing, and I'm calling it Connect to Your Creative Spirit. This is going to help you get out of your creative blocks, get you out of your negative self-criticism. Every time you start to create something, those voices in your head become extremely loud, and it's hard to get through and create and complete anything. And this is what I'm going to help you through. It's a 12-week course, and if you sign up before December, I think it's 20th, I'll make it 20th, December 20th, you get significant discounts. And if you do it with a friend, you also get a significant discount. So check that out. Also, this December, right now, my special is buy a reading, give a reading. So buy one, give one. Buy one, get one free, if you will. So you can take them both for yourself and, push them back for later in the year, or you can give two for a gift, or you can buy one for yourself and give one to a friend or a loved one. This will be the best deal that I give because, December is an interesting, we're completing a lot of things, and January, we get to start a fresh start. So if you even want to do a whole spread on 2016, we can do that too. Okay, so this is your December reading. I'll start it right now. Let's do the cards. I like shuffling them on camera just because I feel more connected to you guys while I'm on. So as I'm shuffling the cards, I'm starting to feel that there is going to be some foundational shifts for people, that they have to look at what needs to be in right order. So you might have to go and do some cleaning, end of the year cleaning, and that might mean physical. It also might mean you might need to go in and see this year what worked for you and what didn't, and what to let go of. Because this is a really good time to just, complete all those things. And as we end the month in Capricorn, it's a really good time to make some new plans. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Whoa. Why isn't anything gelling right now? Is the big question. What is going on? Why am I not finding the right lover? Why am I not finding the right friends? Why is everything feeling a little out of sorts? Well, this is the answer. This is topping everything. This is the politics card. You might be caught up in somebody else's or even your own drama. You might be hiding behind your own masks, and you might be putting on the happy face and pretending like everything's okay, and putting on that social mask and not letting anyone know that you actually need some help. You also might be feeding into someone else's politics, the stories or the fear that they have. Look at politics in general, in nature, right? So, right now, all the crazy stuff with Donald Trump and blah, 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 and all this stuff. Where are we buying into these hooks, these media hooks, these social hooks, these gossipy hooks at work or in our home life? Where are we buying into the bullcrap? is what needs to be asked right now, because it is these thoughts and these like little hooks that we're being locked into is stopping the death rebirth cycle, this completion. There needs, so I have all these cards and they're all upside down. So let's see, beyond the politics of things, let's see if I can give you some step by step things to get you out of this rut. Okay. Let's go to love, because I have the Lovers card upside down in the past. You may be comparing someone else to all the people you're bringing in. So if you're single and you still are hooked into someone else, or grieving a past lover, and you're comparing them with that person, or if it was a bad relationship, you think they're going to be that person, you got to let that go. It's like you got to start over. You got to have a fresh start. You have to clear and cleanse the palette. Clear that slate and stop going into that old paradigm of thinking that everyone needs to be like that person, or everyone's going to be that person, because that's not going to happen. You have to allow them to be their own brand of person. And we're getting a little caught in projections of who you think people are, instead of really seeing them for who they are. And this is also going, I mean, this is definitely a Lover's card, but I also have this participation card in reverse, which is, the friends and the support group. And it looks like you've been through a really big betrayal, or something that has kept you isolated from other people because you don't trust anybody. I get it. When the masks came off and you saw their true colors, it was ugly. Oh. But not everybody's going to be like that. And you can't allow that old story or that old event and situation to stop you from living your life. It happened. It happened. And grieve that. Just grieve. Allow yourself to grieve what happened. And then send it on its way. Put it in a river and let it flow away. And allow yourself to bring in new people, trusting your heart in a different way. And allow yourself to grow from those experiences. Because right now you're keeping yourself very small and very hidden because you are scared to be hurt again. Don't suppress yourself in this. This is a self-made thing. You can come out of it if you want to, and cut those. This is what I feel you're doing. Like, if nobody can see me, then I can't be hurt. But it's like one of those dogs. I'm seeing a vision of like the dog who did something wrong and went under the couch, but his whole butt is hanging out. He's like, you can't see me. Yes, I can. They still, you still can be seen. You think you're hiding yourself, but all you're doing is hiding yourself away from the world and not allowing you to experience the world. If your butt's hanging out of the couch, you still can be attacked. You know what I mean? Not really. Whatever. You still have vulnerability physically. So be more aware. Take your head out of the sand and look around and make sure you know who's coming into your life, instead of avoiding it and then people coming into your life anyway. The pain was not here to punish you. The pain that you had in this past relationship or this past situation is not here to punish you. It was here to make you more aware of what you don't want in your life. Good, you got that lesson. Put that on the shelf. It's not here to punish you. It's here to awaken you and upgrade you into new situations, new opportunities. But you have to have the courage. Because right now, everything's very clear. Like, here's the blank slate, right? What did I say? the only way to get out of all of this is to go back to blank slate and have some courage. Blank slate, courage. This is your steps to get you out of there. You gotta let this like old issue, this old betrayal, this old heartbreak, we've gotta let it go. Gotta let it go. There's nowhere to go if you're holding on to this story. It's like you've blocked yourself off from the rest of your life because you're holding on to this box. It's here to make you more mature. And the maturity, like, it's almost like allow the crap or the poop, right, to be fertilizer to grow your garden. Allow this stuff to be fertilizer, not, you don't want to carry around a backpack full of crap, but it does have a purpose, right? Like our elimination when we go to the bathroom. Yes, I'm going there. I'm doing poop talk. Our waste, the things that we've been through can be fertilizer for a new garden and allowing us to mature in a different way and allow ourselves to grow in that way and see all of our life and see all of our past as something that can mature us. It doesn't have to weigh you down. Because you're blocking the possibilities. There is new ways to see. There is light at the horizon. You know, this bird has this eagle eye or this hawk eye, eagle or hawk perspective. And if you look into the spiritual meanings of what a hawk is, it's this guide. He's a guide. He's also this guardian who's a protector. And the hawk tells us that you are protected through all of this. And that you don't, I did this on a daily guidance the other day and I loved it. And it really resonated with me. Is you have a choice to be the victim of your experience or the hero of your story. But it's all your perspective. If you allow it to be your victim, you'll never be able to get out. Because you're addicted to the self-pity, self-talk. Or, you know, you don't have to take responsibility where you participated in this relationship. But that's okay. So what? You're right. Good. Let's give you a gold star. Now let that go and allow yourself to take your 2% of where you were in participation in this and allow yourself to be free and get a new perspective and then have the courage to move on and let it go. Because you're ready. You're ready for this. You don't need to hold on to it anymore. You don't need to grieve about it. You don't need to complain about it or have those stories where you're talking to that person of what you would have said. Let all of that go. It's like massive amounts of all of this. So if I'm talking to you, listen. Turning in. The only way to create the change is you gotta turn in and you gotta silence those chatty voices. Look at all those voices. This is the voices of the mind. And they look kind of dark and scary. But she's at peace because she knows who she is and she's connected to herself. And I said this in my daily guidance today of just because all your thoughts are talking doesn't mean you have to believe and listen. Let them talk. It's like, are you going to listen and believe everything that's put on your Facebook feed? No, because most of it's crap. It's the same thing about your thoughts. Think of it as your news feed and only click on the things that feel good to you. But you got to tune in, you got to turn in and listen and quiet the mind so you don't resonate with all these yucky voices. And it's time to just be in the ordinary for a little bit. Like, just slow down. You don't have to move so fast. Enjoy the innocence, the simpleness of life. You know, I'm getting this big. It's like, here's the ordinary card and the innocence card and the slowing down. It's like, okay, all of this drama, let's simplify. Let's simplify. And like I said before, here's that foundation I said as I was pulling those cards, like, this is what you're sitting on. But, and then you wonder why you don't feel good. Because you're sitting, this is the foundation that you have right now. And the only reason to get, or the only way to get rid of all of this crap is, you know, like I said, it's time for a clean out. It might be a time for emotional clean out, and give yourself some boundaries, your mind some boundaries, and say, you know what? I don't need this story anymore. It's not serving me in this moment. I learned what I needed to learn, and I'm just going to take this box full of junk and put it in a dumpster. Donate it. Ugh, don't give it to somebody else, really don't. Just dump it. And then you have all this blank space. Then you can start having courage to create what you want. But right now, for December, I'm not getting to create it yet. Get comfortable in the simplicity. And then when January comes, I'll do another reading, and I bet you're going to be creating more. But this is all about clearing out and having completion of the past. Anything else? This is the outsider card. This usually says that the gate is not locked. You think the gate might be locked, and you see your beautiful, colorful life on the other side of this fence, and you just are looking at it and wishing you could be in that life that you're dreaming of. But the gate is not locked. The gate has been open the entire time. All you have to do is look and unlock it and allow yourself to go through that threshold. And if you continue to hold on to this stuff, look at how dried and shriveled she is. She's holding on to this old story, old wealth, old, she does not want to share. She's walled herself off. There's the wall again, right? She's a brick wall. There's nothing that can come in. So if you're worried about abundance, it's because you've blocked yourself. And it's time for a new vision, new perspective, new vision, new life. See this person down here, like on the ground, has a very limited viewpoint. It was everything that I just said in this reading, how hilarious that this is the card. And I think I'm going to end with this one. It's on the ground and it cannot see, but you have the ability to rise and grow with the fertilizer, right? This kind of stuff, and allow it to root you up, get a new foundation, bring it all the way up, and then they have wings and they can see again. The wings. I love these pretty wings. And you needed this opportunity. You needed this to grow you and mature you. But you need to have a new perspective. Allow yourself to change your perspective of the situation. That's it. Yeah. I just got is there anything else? And it said no. It's just a new awareness. Coming out of the shadow and having that new awareness. So pretty clear. I mean, they were really like, okay, dialed in with this. So what I am doing here now at the end is I'm going to pick 3 cards from my Return to Spirit deck. And I want you to, as I go into these cards, I want you to hold it in your heart 1, 2, or 3, and I will pick out 3 of these cards, and whatever resonates with you, 1, 2, or 3 is your card, and I will explain what that is. Okay. 1, prayers. I love the prayers card, actually. I actually love praying. So I'm going to just read them out because I like what she has to say about them. You are being heard. Your guides and angels are acknowledging your prayers, thoughts, and communication with them. This is their way to affirm that your messages are getting through to them loud and clear. It's easy to feel like you're not being heard, mainly because communication feels as though it's only one way. This is exactly why the prayer card has come to you today. Every time you pray or talk to your guides and angels, you are opening up a direct line of communication with them. Although they cannot answer you in the form of words, they are sending energetic and intuitive replies. So I want you to listen to that. They do not talk necessarily with words, but they might come something, they might bring something. You might hear something in this reading that goes boom, right, and kind of shifts you. Be aware. Be aware. Don't, grasp onto it. Just be aware. Take time after your prayers to sit quietly, feel your energy and the energy in the room. And you will start to find that you're becoming more sensitive to their presence and may also tune into the divine messages they have for you. If you haven't been speaking to your guides and angels, this card has come to encourage you to do so. Relationships take effort on both sides. They're wanting you to build their relationship. Talking to spirit is a very powerful way to be supported, connected, and cared for, especially when you're feeling alone in your physical world. Pray. I was in a ceremony about a month ago, and I was told that humanity has forgotten how to pray. It's easy. Dear God, dear divine, dear goddess, dear Jesus, dear Buddha, dear, I feel lonely and I need help. Amen. I mean, it's easy. Pray for others, pray for yourself, pray for the world. It doesn't have to be complicated. We worry all the time. You can take everything you're worrying about and just say, Dear God, this is what I'm worrying about. I need help. Then you have connected a line. And it's not just, because when we're worried, and I say this a lot, we're here. And there's no connection. It's just a circle around your head. When you pray, it does this. And you're reaching your hand up for them to grab it. Right? And there's a huge difference. Flip switch your worry to prayer. Usually when this card appears, it's because you are more able than most to hear this message of the spirit. Prayer is a building block in strengthening your intuitive gifts. So begin to look for replies and answers to your prayers in each and every in your everyday world. Spirit is reaching out to communicate back to you. Okay. Pray. Number 1, pray. Number 2, surfacing. Let's see what the surfacing card has to say. Every time we allow ourselves to step beyond the boundaries or find a way to get past our fears, the entire universe celebrates. It isn't easy to let the world see us, and Spirit knows this. We are here to allow our true expression to allow the deepest parts of ourselves to rise to the surface, be seen and shared. The surfacing card comes when we are about to face the challenges of stepping up and stepping out into the world. You could be asked to speak publicly, give a presentation, perform, release a novel, or anything which involves to put yourself out there. Whatever it's going to be asked of you will involve you shining your soul's light in some way for others to see. You might feel scared as hell and want to run as fast as your legs will carry you. But this is why the universe has given you this card. Look carefully at the image. There are hundreds of tiny bubbles rising to the surface. Take a moment to energetically feel the colors. There is a lot of joy in there. This is Spirit's way of reassuring you that in this process, it will bring much joy and celebration. This is a part of your soul, doing what it has come here to do. You just have to get past yourself. The surfacing card comes also when we have been brave and expressed our truth in some way. It comes if we shared a part of ourselves, our gifts, or our talents. Spirit is here to acknowledge you and your bravery. Every time you allow the expression of your soul, it is cause for celebration. There is a whole lot more to you just below the surface. There are aspects of yourself which you are not fully conscious of yet. When the surface card comes, it means that these hidden qualities are about to rise to the surface, and enjoy the self-discovery. Okay, it's time for you to share. Even though it's scary, I hear ya. I'm there right now. And 3, mediumship, which is just, I think this is really interesting. And I'm going to talk about the mediumship card and the way I get it. A lot of times, if this December you've lost a lot of loved ones in the past, this is the card saying that they are speaking to you. So they're here with you, and you don't have to feel so lonely. Light a candle for them in their memory. And when you're having that Christmas dinner, or allow that to be their light in your room, and invite them in. The closer to the loss you are, the harder it is because you're still dealing with the grief. But if you've been past about 2 years, allow yourself to celebrate them. I know the grief will be there always, and there is not a time limit for grief, but start embracing, enjoying them, because this physical plane isn't all that we have. This, is a bit of an illusion that they're gone. They're here. Every time you talk about them, every time you keep them in your heart. And I know you've probably heard that and you're like, whatever. Invite them in. And like I said with the prayer card, you might feel their presence. You might smell their smell. And you might even get a little message. They're here. Mediumship card. You know what? Spirit's saying that was the message. So that's the message. I mean, that's kind of what it says anyway. It also said that if you have the gift of being a medium, to delve into those gifts more. And that might be the case. Talk to your loved ones on the other side. Okay, I think that's all I have for today. If you feel compelled for that class, or my messages are resonating with you, and you feel like you want to go and take it to a deeper level, take a class with me. I will be there to guide you and support you and answer your questions. And it's in a classroom format. You will be with me, so it will be very personal to you. I only allow about 10 people in that class. So if you feel like you want to go a little deeper and break yourself through of what keeps you stuck for 2016, join me. I'd love to have you. It's a really great way to get coaching sessions for a very minuscule amount of money. Okay. Well, thank you guys for listening. I hope you enjoyed your reading for December. Have an amazing holiday season. Keep your sanity. Breathe. Keep it simple. Clear out the crap. And be grateful for one another. Enjoy each other. Keep it simple. And soak in the warmth, because it's there. All right, everybody. Happy holidays. Mwah. Thank you very much. Namaste.